The trailer opens with a tone that immediately tells us something big is coming. We see quick flashes of the ranch feeling unusually tense, and the very first thing that grabs attention is Amy. She looks genuinely worried. Not confused, not stressed, but worried in a way we haven't seen since earlier seasons, when something truly serious was happening. And based on the scenes they showed, it becomes clear that whatever is coming isn't just another ranch incident. This time, it's personal. The cattle theft storyline, which quietly simmered in the background until now, finally takes center stage. Jack and Amy are seen going over the latest clues, and they both realize the situation has escalated. The trailer even shows Jack pausing mid-sentence, almost like something just clicked for him, like he's finally connecting dots that no one else has noticed yet. And knowing Jack, once he senses danger, he won't let it go. Meanwhile, Lou is shown dealing with her own set of emotions. And honestly, it looks like she's about to hit her breaking point. The pressure of the ranch, the tension with Katie, and everything that happened with the wolf incident have been piling up. In the trailer, she raises her voice for a split second, and you can tell she's overwhelmed. But the biggest shock comes from Katie. After the disaster of episode 8, everyone expected her to be upset, but the trailer reveals something entirely different. She's done hiding her feelings. She's seen standing right in front of River, and even though we don't hear the words, her expression is enough to tell us she's finally confronting her. That frustration, heartbreak, and disappointment she tried to bury, it's all coming out now. And then the trailer gives us a shot of Dex looking conflicted, almost like he's finally realizing the damage this love triangle has caused. I mean, it's about time someone addressed how messy this whole situation has become. But just when it seems like we're getting a heavy emotional episode, the trailer drops the twist that had the entire fandom screaming. Georgie suddenly shows up. No warning, no build-up, just a fast shot of her walking through the ranch doors with a smile that instantly changes the whole energy. And if you look closely, you can see that she's been through something big. It's not just a casual family visit. She has news, the kind that could shift the entire mood of episode 9. The trailer doesn't say what she's bringing, but based on her calm yet emotional expression, it feels like her return is going to help Katie in a bigger way than anyone expects. And honestly, seeing Georgie back is exactly what this season needed right now. Between Katie's heartbreak, Jack's fears about aging, Lou's emotional load, and Amy trying to keep everything together, Georgie's arrival feels like the kind of grounding moment the family desperately needs. But the trailer ends in classic Heartland fashion with a glimpse of danger. A dark silhouette near the herd, a quick shot of Amy shouting someone's name, and then the screen cuts to black. No explanation, no context, just pure suspense. And that one moment alone was enough to make fans lose their minds, because it hints that episode 9 isn't just emotional. It's going to be intense, unpredictable, and possibly game-changing for the entire season. After that cliffhanger ending in the trailer, Section 2 dives straight into the part that had everyone replaying the trailer frame by frame, the escalation of the cattle theft storyline. For weeks, the show has been dropping little hints, building tension slowly, but episode 9 finally pushes everything to the surface. The trailer gives us a glimpse of Amy and Jack walking the fence line early in the morning, and the look on their faces says everything. This isn't just about a few missing cattle anymore. Jack kneels down to study tracks in the dirt, and Amy stands behind him with that expression she gets when she knows something is really wrong. The music in the trailer shifts right at that moment, making it clear that someone has been intentionally targeting Heartland. And knowing Heartland, if something threatens the ranch or the family, it always leads to major consequences. There's also a quick moment where Lou bursts into the office with papers in her hand, clearly frustrated about something new she's discovered. It looks like she's been trying to piece together the legal side of what's happening, and honestly, her patience seems dangerously close to snapping. For the past few episodes, Lou has been trying so hard to juggle everything: the ranch responsibilities, her daughters, her emotions, and this trailer shows us she's reaching the point where she physically cannot keep all the plates spinning anymore. She sits down with Lisa, and for a second, Lou seems like she's about to cry. And that right there shows how heavy things have become for her this season. The storyline isn't just about cattle theft. It's about how every character is being pushed to their limits at the exact same time. But the trailer doesn't let the emotional weight settle for long, because right after Lou's scene, it cuts back to Katie. And her moment might be one of the most powerful ones in episode 9. Katie is seen walking away from the barn, breathing heavily, like she just had one of the toughest conversations of her life, and we all know exactly who she must have been talking to. The trailer makes it obvious that her conflict with River isn't going to be brushed aside or resolved in some quiet corner. Katie is finally speaking up, finally admitting, maybe not out loud, but definitely through her actions, that she's hurt. And honestly, it's about time, because after everything she held in during episode 8, she deserves a moment to let her emotions come out without being judged. Then there's Dex, and his scene is one of the most interesting parts of the entire trailer. He's shown standing alone, looking down at the ground, almost like he's unsure about the choice he made. He doesn't look proud. He doesn't look happy. He looks lost. And that is such a huge hint that episode 9 is going to dive deeper into his true feelings. The love triangle tension isn't just a small subplot anymore. Now it's growing into something that's affecting the ranch, friendships, and even how Katie sees herself. And with Georgie arriving at the perfect moment, fans know she'll be the emotional anchor Katie desperately needs. Speaking of Georgie's return, the trailer gives us another incredible moment where she sits down with Amy, and there's something heavy in her tone. This isn't a simple "I missed you guys" visit. Georgie came home with real news, something that could change the direction of her future entirely. Whether it's about her career, her relationship with Quinn, or something she's been struggling with personally, the trailer makes it clear that Georgie's storyline is about to unfold in a big way. And honestly, her timing couldn't be better. Because Katie needs her. Lou needs her. Even Jack seems relieved just by seeing her walk in. But just when it seems like the trailer is giving us a bit of emotional relief through Georgie, it immediately snaps back to that dark, frightening energy. We see a shadow moving near the cattle at night, the same silhouette from the end of the trailer. Amy shouts something. We don't hear what, but her voice cracks with urgency. That moment alone tells us episode 9 isn't just about family drama or unresolved feelings. There is danger lurking around Heartland, and it's getting closer. The way the trailer balances emotional chaos, mystery, and suspense is honestly one of the best we've seen all season. And Section 2 of the breakdown just proves that Episode 9 is shaping up to be one of the most intense episodes Heartland has released in years. Section 3 dives straight into the part of the trailer that had everyone's hearts racing. The moment when small hints of danger turn into something much bigger. The trailer continues with a shot of Jack riding out alone, and the atmosphere instantly shifts. The sky looks darker, the wind is stronger, and Jack's expression is the kind you only see when he senses something is deeply wrong. For seasons, Jack has always been the one who can read danger before anyone else, and in Episode 9, the trailer makes it clear he knows they're not just dealing with a random intruder. He stops his horse, looks toward the tree line, and for a split second, you can see real concern cross his face. It's rare to see Jack shaken, so when he is, you know the situation is far beyond normal ranch trouble. And that moment sets the tone for the entire rest of the trailer. Then the trailer jumps to Amy calling out for someone off screen. And this scene alone sent chills down everyone's spine. Her voice is tight, rushed, almost panicked, and you can tell she's running towards something dangerous. The show rarely lets Amy be the one in real physical danger, so whenever they do, it means the stakes have skyrocketed. The trailer never shows who she's calling for, which makes it even more stressful. Fans have theories. Some say it's Katie, some think it's Jack, and a few even believe Dex might be the one who gets caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the trailer purposely hides the answer because Episode 9 clearly wants to shock us in the moment. Meanwhile, the emotional weight of the episode keeps building. We get another glimpse of Georgie, this time hugging Katie tightly like she knows exactly how heartbroken her little sister has been. The moment feels so genuine, even though it's only shown for a second. That hug isn't just a hello, it's comfort, reassurance, and the sign that Georgie is stepping right back into her role as Katie's biggest support system. And honestly, it feels so good seeing the two sisters together again after all this time. Georgie's presence alone adds a kind of warmth the ranch has been desperately missing amidst all the chaos. But right after that sweet moment, the trailer punches us with another emotional hit as Georgie sits at the kitchen table with Amy, looking conflicted. Her eyes look heavier, as if she's been carrying a secret that she's finally ready to share. The trailer doesn't reveal what she says, but it's clear her news is something big, possibly life-changing. And episode 9 will be the moment she finally tells the family. But then everything shifts again because the danger becomes impossible to ignore. The trailer cuts to Lou running out of the house with panic written all over her face, calling Katie's name. You can tell something happened, something she didn't expect and definitely wasn't prepared for. For someone who always tries to stay in control, seeing Lou look that scared is honestly unsettling. It shows how much the situation has escalated and how real the threat has become. And while the trailer keeps it vague on purpose, the fear in Lou's voice confirms that whatever is happening isn't small anymore. Then there's Dex. The trailer gives us one more quick shot of him, and this one is even more revealing. He's standing near the barn, gripping the fence like he's trying to steady himself. And for the first time, he doesn't look confused or quietly conflicted. He looks worried, not about the love triangle, but about Katie. And that right there adds a whole new layer to this storyline. Maybe he didn't realize how much his choices would affect her, or maybe he's seeing something in episode 9 that makes him question everything. Either way, this small moment tells us Dex's role in the episode is going to be more important than we expected. But the most intense part of Section 3 comes at the end. The trailer shows the herd panicking again, running in every direction under the moonlight. This time, it's not because of a wolf. The shadows look wrong, too large and too quick, and the atmosphere feels colder. Something, or someone, is out there, and they're getting bolder. Amy turns her head sharply, eyes wide, and the trailer cuts off before we see what she's looking at. The timing is intentional. It leaves you with that sinking feeling, knowing the threat is close, but not close enough to see. Section 3 makes it clear that episode 9 isn't just emotional chaos or relationship drama. It's building towards something genuinely dangerous, something that puts the ranch, the family, and possibly even one of the characters at real risk. And honestly, this part of the trailer alone is enough to make fans desperate to see what happens next. Section 4 of the breakdown is where the trailer shifts from emotional intensity to pure edge-of-your-seat suspense. This is the part where Heartland stops hinting and starts revealing just how serious episode 9 is going to be. The trailer begins this section with a shot of the ranch in complete chaos, horses pacing, dogs barking, lights flickering on in the middle of the night, and the atmosphere feels heavier than anything we've seen in Season 19 so far. You can practically feel that something dangerous is hovering right at the edge of Heartland, and the family senses it too. There's a quick shot of Jack rushing out of the house, grabbing his jacket as he calls Amy's name, and his voice carries this urgency that instantly tells us this is no false alarm. Jack doesn't panic easily, so when he does, you know something is very, very wrong. Then the trailer cuts to Amy riding fast across the field, and this shot honestly might be one of the most dramatic visuals in the entire teaser. She looks both scared and determined, like she's chasing something she knows she can't ignore. For a moment, you can see how torn she is, whether to go after the danger or run back to warn the others. And Amy being Amy, she chooses the ranch, her family, and the herd first. Her instinct to protect is kicking in full force, but the tension rises even higher when the trailer shows her suddenly pulling her horse to a stop, whipping her head toward a sound coming from the trees. That second of silence before the screen cuts away is exactly the kind of suspense Heartland rarely uses, which means whatever she sees is something the show wants to keep secret until the episode airs. Meanwhile, the emotional storyline continues to intensify. The trailer then shifts to Katie again, but this time she's not sad, hurt, or confused. She looks angry. Not just frustrated angry, but the kind of angry that comes from finally hitting a breaking point. She storms out of the barn and River follows her, trying to explain something. The trailer doesn't reveal the words, but River's expression shows that she wasn't expecting Katie to snap like this. And honestly, after everything Katie bottled up in episode 8, this confrontation was inevitable. Katie has been trying to stay calm, trying to pretend she's fine, But seeing Dex and River together pushed her further than she wanted to admit. And now, in episode 9, she isn't hiding her feelings anymore. For the first time, she's standing up for herself, and it's messy, emotional, and raw, exactly what Heartland does best. But the trailer doesn't stay on the confrontation long because Georgie appears again, this time standing beside Jack outside the house. She's holding something in her hands. A letter, maybe a message from Quinn, or some kind of document. And whatever it is, the expression on her face tells us it's serious. The camera zooms in just enough to let us see the worry in her eyes, but not enough to reveal exactly what she's holding. And that tiny tease has fans convinced that Georgie's storyline is about to take a major turn. It could be related to her career, her future, or possibly something that brings unexpected challenges to her relationship with Quinn. The trailer wants us guessing, and it's working flawlessly. Then comes the most chilling part of the entire section. Lou walking through the barn with a flashlight, calling for Katie. Her voice echoes through the empty stalls, and she keeps repeating Katie's name like she's scared something might have happened. The lights flicker behind her, and for a moment, the barn feels unfamiliar, almost threatening. You can see Lou's hands shaking slightly, which is so unlike her. She's usually the strong, structured one who keeps calm in a crisis, but here she's terrified that Katie might be in danger. It's one of the rare moments where Lou's fear makes the audience feel scared too, because if Lou is overwhelmed, it means something truly serious is going on. The trailer then flashes to Dex running across the yard, heading toward the field like he heard something that immediately sent him into panic mode. This is the moment fans latched onto because the expression on his face isn't just concern, it's fear. And that fear isn't for himself, it's for Katie. This one shot says more about Dex's true feelings than any dialogue ever could. He's finally realizing the consequences of his decisions, and episode 9 might be the moment he has to face them head on. And just when the tension becomes almost unbearable, the trailer shows Amy shouting something urgently, her voice echoing through the dark. She dismounts her horse and rushes towards something on the ground, but the camera cuts off before revealing what it is. That blackout moment is intentional. It's the exact kind of cliffhanger Heartland uses right before something major happens. The trailer wants us to worry, wants us to question, wants us to fear the worst. And it succeeds completely. Section 4 proves that episode 9 isn't just emotional or dramatic. It's potentially one of the most dangerous episodes Heartland has delivered in years. And the trailer makes it crystal clear. Something big is coming, something that will shake Heartland to its core, and none of the characters are ready for it. It delivers its final and most shocking moments, the kind that leave your heart pounding and your mind racing with possibilities. This is the part that confirms episode 9 won't just be dramatic or emotional. It's going to change the direction of season 19 entirely. The trailer begins this final stretch with a jarring cut to a nighttime scene, the kind of dark, tense moment Heartland rarely shows unless something serious is about to go down. The ranch is silent, not peaceful, but eerie. Even the horses seem unsettled. The camera follows a slow pan across the field, and then you see it, a broken section of fence. Not from weather, not from a frightened animal. This looks intentional. And the moment you see that damage, you feel the weight of everything that's been building up. The cattle theft storyline wasn't a misdirection or a subplot. It's the backbone of episode 9, and the danger has finally reached Heartland's doorstep. Then the trailer blasts into the scene that had fans absolutely losing their minds. Jack is shown yelling for Amy, his voice sharp and filled with fear. He's holding a flashlight, scanning the ground, and you can hear the heavy breathing in his voice, something we rarely ever see from him. Jack has always been the anchor, the steady one, the calm center of the storm. So the second he looks this terrified, you know something is truly, truly wrong. The camera cuts to Amy running in the dark, her boots slipping in the dirt as she calls out for someone we still can't see. And this is where the trailer reaches its most intense moment. The sound of a rustle, a loud thud, and then a gasp from Amy that feels like a punch to the chest. But again, the trailer refuses to show what she found. It's cruel. It's brilliant. It's exactly what keeps the suspense alive. Right after this terrifying sequence, the trailer shifts to Georgie again, and she finally speaks. We don't hear her full sentence, but we catch the words, I didn't know how to tell you. And the pain in her voice is undeniable. Her eyes are full of something between fear and guilt, and Amy looks stunned listening to her. Whatever news Georgie has been carrying, whatever she's been keeping to herself, it's not small. It's something that could affect her entire future and possibly her relationship with Quinn. The trailer gives us just enough to know this is a major reveal, but not enough to know the truth. Some fans think it might be related to her career, some think it's about her health, and others believe it's something emotional she's been hiding for months. And honestly, the fact that the trailer ends her scene before revealing anything proves how big this storyline is going to be. Then the trailer cuts back to Katie, and this might be the most heartbreaking shot of the entire teaser. She's standing alone near the porch, hugging herself tightly, her face pale and her eyes red, as if she just had the most emotional night of her life. Georgie is shown approaching her slowly, placing a hand on her shoulder. And in that moment, you can tell Katie finally breaks. The wall she built around her feelings, the pain she tried to hide from everyone, especially from River and Dex. It finally spills over. This small, silent moment between the sisters carries more emotional weight than any dialogue could. It shows that Episode 9 will not only reveal the danger lurking around the ranch, but it will also be the moment Katie starts to heal, with Georgie guiding her back to herself. But the trailer refuses to let us settle in the emotions for long because in its final seconds, it unleashes the most shocking clip of all. A sudden flash shows someone lying in the field, just a silhouette, impossible to identify. The camera zooms in on Amy as she drops to her knees beside the mysterious figure, her hands shaking. She says something, but the trailer mutes her voice entirely. The world goes silent. You can see her lips moving, her face filled with panic, but there is no sound, just heavy music building in the background. This single shot sent the entire fandom into chaos. Everyone has theories. Is it Jack? Is it River? Is it Dex? Is it a ranch hand? Or is it someone completely unexpected? The trailer doesn't answer. It cuts to black before we see the face. And that blackout, that perfectly timed silence, is the moment that makes Episode 9 feel truly unpredictable. Then, in its final frame, the trailer shows one last shot of Jack looking out over the ranch with a grim, determined expression. He doesn't speak. He doesn't move. But the message is clear. Heartland is under threat, and he is prepared to face whatever is coming, no matter the cost. The trailer ends abruptly, leaving fans with a mix of fear, excitement, heartbreak, and pure suspense.